Nobody's here yet, are they? I don't know. If there is anybody here already, hello. Normally I do all my prep stuff with camera off, mic off, but today I decided no. Still get the pretty music though. Hello, Edward. How is Edward doing? I hope well. Is it time to continue the consumption of food? Essentially. Sadly, I was checking. I wanted to see if 15AI was up yet, because I do want to just probably use that for throwing some audio together. It's supposed to be up within the next couple days, which is rough, because I really want to use some stuff from there because it's a quickie, but I only have a couple days because I want to have like that video edited for Friday. So, yeah. Hello. I did do some changes. Like I spent like an hour and a half over the stream today trying to figure out. I cannot figure out how to stream at 720 and record in 1080. There's a method I could use to do it, but I don't want to go that route because it makes setup super difficult. I can split the recordings, but every time I downscale the stream to 720, it automatically does the recording to 720. It'll record in 1080 as long as I'm not streaming. I can't figure out how to get around it. I think you can do it if you use OBS and not Streamlabs OBS. Yeah. But I did do some testing for bit rates. When gaming, I need to keep a bitrate higher for quality reasons, but for SFM, I dropped it from 4500 to 3500, and I think I can actually go lower because it doesn't make a difference with SFM. The bitrate is determined like the qualities by the UI and a lot of the stuff on the screen. There isn't much changing. So since there's a very small section that's changing, all the bit rate can be focused on that smaller area instead of the larger outside areas. So, hello, Swift. So yeah, but I want to do it so I can stream in 720, give people the best opportunity for joining unless I ever get transcoding enabled, but whatever. It's fine now. Thanks for the follow, Swifter. You start in a minute here. I rushed around here. Yeah, I didn't think I see your name before, so welcome. Hello, Moonshadow. And hello, Sapphire. So what I was going to be doing today is I actually, until this morning, I completely forgot that I had to prep something. And so we're going, instead of me trying to rush to finish editing the video that we started last Friday to see if we can get it done the next couple days, I thought I would edit or do some of the cleanup now. It's not perfect cleanup, it is rush cleanup, which is kind of entertaining. So, hello, Eliona. Hello, and hello, Dusktor. Bleh, can't talk. There was something with this then too. I did a change in audio too. So, I also should, I think I'm a little loud. Let me change that quick here. I should be fine. I think I'll still drop a little bit. Okay. So, that is still a little loud. Make sure I'm not pulling you guys out. There, is that better? Yeah, that's better. Hello, Mitch. Trying to get the beginning today. I saw you just get online. Actually, she's gone past midnight for me. I wish I could run this late earlier. What was it saying? Oh, I changed the audio bit so that it's automatic. I don't have to go and open up audio anymore. So if the music's too loud or sounds weird because it's like double playing, I think, let me know. Anyway. Hello, Warhorse. So far I did do a little bit of editing on this. I So this is a continuation of the video that you guys helped direct on Friday. Hello, Luna. And it is doing well. It is warmer today. It got to 6 degrees Fahrenheit. Last night we broke a record for a low when it hit negative 22 or negative 21 Fahrenheit. And it's been negative Fahrenheit for over a week straight, where it has never got above 0. It has been hard to keep the place warm. But today, finally, I could shut the fireplace off and actually enjoy it. So I did work on this a little bit. Yeah, it gets a little cold at night. So I still haven't done the mouthing stuff for this yet, but I did do a little bit yesterday. I just finished these shots. Basically, I just did the lighting and added walking, which I'm kind of happy with how the walking turned out. I'm going to keep it as it is now because, like, yeah, she's kind of like blank staring. I might add a little bit to it, but the point of this is to rush it, to have it done as fast as possible. Yes, you guys all helped make this thing. So for those that weren't here last Friday, Twitch chat determined what each shot was, who was in the shot, and kind of what happened moving forward. And yeah, it got really weird. Here, I can play it. It's going to be... I'm going to turn the lights off, because otherwise it's going to look a little weird. And the voicing will be changed. It's right now just me.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Here we go! I'm not going there.
It's time to engage in the consumption of food. Press Sakumeki immediately. Thank you for charcoal.
She wants a waste.
It's so stupid. Well, we're working on it. I did realize this wind was still a little bit loud. At least towards the... Does that actually change all of them if I do that? I don't know if I've ever done that. It does. Okay, cool. So if you done that, would make it's gorgeous. It's so good. Like even like look at the stop animation. Bam. Pro skill. Look at this. Absolutely no clipping or floating. It's perfect. Like, and I'm not even gonna put her back main on again because that's gonna be too much work. Has any of them stepped on a Lego? It's okay. If she does, it probably would hurt. But she's got booties. They are anti-Lego booties. So I did the lighting for this one, or for the first one, this one, and this one. Since she technically goes into a forest area, I can actually kind of keep this on here. I think that in After Effects, I might make like kind of a ripple effect. I at least kind of know how to do that. So that I'm not worried about that part of things. What is that? Oh, there's like a blue light on there. And actually, like, I might drop this a little bit because apparently, you know what? No, I'm good. I don't have to worry about that. The ponies are too advanced. They have anti-Lego boots already. Yes. How do you download your models? I'm always having trouble downloading mine. Which models are you talking about? I actually, there is on my YouTube. If you, at least if you're wanting a like a walkthrough of such, I think it would. Oh, I don't know. I shouldn't have clicked this version. But if you go back a while. I think it did one called like Animating 101. It should like have it plastered. Oh god. Yeah, getting started in SFM. This was a little over a year ago. And it's like, yeah, it's a couple hours long, but I mainly just go over getting started, including the downloading of models. And so you can see how that kind of works from, I do kind of go fast through this stuff, because if it's a recording, you can kind of pause and whatever. It's in the tutorials playlist. Okay. Yeah, it's there though. I left the stream. I left early last stream, so I didn't see what happened after the portal. What the heck? Why am I friends with you? Because I didn't direct this. You guys picked this stuff. Hello, DHFS. DHFS. Bleh, see, I can't talk. DHFS. What it do? It do. So, for some of this, the parts that actually involve like the lips talking, I don't really want to do those parts yet because I need to get actual voice lines in there, and I don't know what the timing is going to be, so I don't want to waste my time on something that's not going to be done. Just leave it, please. Don't trap for anyone who dares leave stream. Oh, so I did add a new. I'm trying to add over time because people have been very generous lately. I wanted to add like better animations and stuff for different tiers of bits that are brought in, and I did add a new one, but I want to wait for Michael to come back to force play it. But I did add a new one because I spent way too long on it. I didn't add Nightmare Moon. You guys picked Nightmare Moon. It was actually really, really hard to get Nightmare Moon lit correctly, because it's like if you have a black piece of paper and a white piece of paper and you shine a light at them, the white piece of paper is going to glow much, much more than the black piece of paper. And that's exactly the same thing here of how do you get her to look lit equivalently to a much brighter person. Plus, they are opposite hues. I'd usually consider black in like the blue category, which may sound weird. I mean, she's got the blue armor and everything. Where if you shine a yellow light at it, they don't really meld well compared to her skin, which is pink, where it does meld well. So it's harder and requires a much brighter light and usually a much stronger in that color range just to get it to look right. I had that problem in Australia, I think, because Rainbow Dash was blue. And trying to get low setting light coloring on her, I had to like pick specific lights for her to shine at her that were much, much stronger in the color to try to combat some of that blue a little bit. Because normally, like, I wouldn't put that much yellow in this map, but I think, yeah, for this, I almost had like no blue. Because it was like the only way for me to do that. But anything in the blue range, like this, it looks blue, but it's not blue. It's white. So it's just, yeah, it took me a little bit to figure that out. Set it on fire. Don't set it on fire. I have a feeling Mike will take control at some point in the stream. Aha. That's good forewarning. He'll be. He's actually been home already. He might have stopped at the store. So it's been 35,000. So this one I'm gonna probably pass on right now. We can actually do here, is we're going to just scale that up, which is right there. I can make this ignore lighting, and I think it might have a better look. I want to do that. Here, did you see what I said in the gaming chat in your Discord server? Depends on when you set it. I work during the day, and I saw watch chat here and there, but otherwise I kind of focus on that for a bit. I haven't looked at it for the last couple hours because I was trying to rush to figure out some stuff on stream encoding and got nowhere with it. Well, kind of. Oh, nope, that was a correct folder. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go to the folder that has that texture in it. We're going to change this. It does have self-illum. Self-illum is actually not what I want, though. I need unlit generic. The problem with unlit generic is it's going to be... I don't have any control over it, so I'm hoping that this just looks right to begin with. I haven't really done anything with Somnambula, so I was kind of glad somebody recommended that. I don't remember who it was. Hello, Alexander. There's this video that makes me want to hear Cinematic Electric song. I've never heard it. See, now that feels more like the portal should be. Because now it actually feels like a portal. Before it just felt like a texture that was on there. So what I did was I disconnected it from the map lighting, from all lighting. It's ignoring all map lighting. That's usually used for like UI elements, because a lot of games actually the UI is not like a normal UI. It's literally like we actually had it where there was an error in Killing Floor. Screenshots. What is it? Did I not save it? Oh no, there it is. So where we got stuck in the menu. So this was the actual background for the menu, and we were in an empty room that was the menu, and it was just a camera that was pointed at a screen, and the UI elements would be placed over it. And so that's not unique. It was really weird that we got to play inside the UI menu, but it happens. And so, that exists. So they have options for just disabling light from stuff so that it doesn't have any effect from anything. It's just hovering in front of the screen, flat brightness. Oh, there, Michael's home now. Gonna go get that dumpster. No, I gotta finish that. I've been so busy with other stuff. It's just someone who's making a mod to replace a dog and follow it forward with Little Pip. Oh yeah, that's Michael. Michael's the one doing that. Let's add. Hello, bearded one. Yeah, this is a continuation of the weird thing we started last time. I'm gonna see if I can add like a light like this. Hello, Michael. Oh, did you get gloves too? Why not no gloves? Okay, it kind of makes sense. Can I? No, not min. I need to do cut off or cut on. Actually, this would be difficult because I need to light her as she gets closer. We'll figure this out as we go. I need to be able to see this, so I need to pump that brightness up. Okay, so it's still, even with the cutoff, it's still being shadowed. I kind of wanted the shadow to... I guess I'm going to just ignore the shadows. Because there's no way I think I'm going to do it otherwise. So I'm going to do it like this so that it's... This kind of gives the implication that it's coming through, but then I am also at least hitting the inside of this well. It's going to be a little bit more blue. And we're going to turn down that brightness. And then as she gets closer... I can't even see it. I wonder if I'm not going to care enough. Yeah, I don't think, actually, I think I'm just not going to care enough. Low effort. Minor Grand Super, hoping to win a giveaway. Good luck. Yeah, it is Michael making it. Legitimately. Oh, I'm going to have to worry about our eyes later. I think... Yeah, I'm going to probably have to wait on the rest of that one, because I can't... Oh, other than the portal popping in. Let's do... That was originally what I wanted to do. We're going to do... Because I always like having a little bit of a, like... Well, as it goes in and becomes in existence. Gotta move to there. There we go. Let's move it a little quicker. There we go. I like that. He's the one that made the Dolphin Fat Man mod for Fallout 3. Yes, he was. Michael does lots of cool mods. You can email him, and he will do all your mods for free. There, I got his response. I might have volunteered you for doing free stuff. Depends on what it is, he says. So that means he'll do anything for free. Hello, Blurred. Alright, we're gonna go to this one. Because this one, so this one, initial part does not have anything happening. We do need to get a desert map here. Coming in from here. Because this one, the starting point was, yeah, it's pretty accurate. We need a desert. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Actually, that might be a little high contrast. I want something a little bit lower contrast. That looks... Well, that's a little bit of a blue sky, though. Should I just, like, grab a screen capture of something from this? I think that might work better. I'm going to go back to that map. He doesn't actually look good OC name. Huh? Underneath it again. Because otherwise it slides. So it's rubber. Let's take a new camera. Oops, that was not the shot to do that in. Yes.
Must mod every game in existence to include Derpy.
Did Mike do Skyrim for Jay at one point?
Not Skyrim, but I did Fallout for Jay at one point. Though some of the one pony mod that was actually really good was the one that just added horses into the game. But I understand how they did it now. Doing it essentially in Skyrim. No, doing essentially a similar thing in Fallout right now. They had it easier because they had horse skeletons. But they did add a lot of them.
Okay. So I need to go.
Oh, count this still.
I thought I couldn't. I kind of forgot that I needed to like figure out something to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm finishing this one up because I was gonna have to do it tomorrow anyway, all day tomorrow. So instead, I thought I'd just work on whatever I can today. Double duty.
You weren't feeling the Rathalos one?
No, the Rathalos one that I want to do, or that one I want to finish up separately. Where's it's over there. And I haven't, some of the other stuff I need to do for that one, I do not have the stuff ready for. I need to get some model prep done.
Hello. Oh. Apparently I will roll the stream again soon.
That is what I have heard. Okay, so Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I made a new alert.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to hear it, but I have a new alert. Let me move this form. So you know how normally, like when somebody gives bits, like I'm just gonna go back. Here's yours, and it does the derpy. So I have a new one. I'm gonna make it bigger for this.
Bigger derpy.
Okay, so that's
away.
That's the one. So I made a new one. If it's 500 or more bits,
500.
You get this.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I spent probably 6 to 7 hours on that. So, and you go, yay to pay.
Oh no! Oh, either something went horribly right or horribly wrong in the world.
I had to learn how to puppet.
And what'd you do it in Flash?
No, in a Adobe After Effects.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't even know we had Flash.
I probably have to turn that up a little bit, but I can't do it on here because for some reason working within Streamlabs for the alerts messes it up badly. I have to do it within the browser extension, so it's a little quiet. He says yay derpy, but I'll do it. I'll have to acquire some more. Yeah, I wanted to come up with a couple other ones for different levels of stuff, and that was for the 500. I did want to do the same thing for if there's donations, like to link them together. I just haven't done that yet.
I think
it took me like an hour just to. The alert box on Streamlabs can be frustrating because the UI here, or the UI within Streamlabs download and the UI within the browser have sometimes different options and they don't work the same, and like the one on the app doesn't work. It's so frustrating. Yes, Michael is a meme.
I think what disturbs me the most is that there's a puppet of me now in Adobe After Effects.
And it starts out by going like a little horn noise, and then you pop in. Yeah, I animated that by hand, man.
Yeah, I've done a puppet animation before. It's been a while.
I made the puppet.
I know you did. That's the disturbing part. There's a puppet.
I have a folder here.
Did you make the derpy puppet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a folder here of all the
derpy parts?
all the derpy pieces.
That's a complicated.
And then you. Yeah, I actually made the puppet correct the first time. I knew what I needed because I've done SFM, so I knew what parts needed animating, and it actually turned out pretty good. And then I thought I had to fix some transparency thing, and then I realized that I didn't, and so I wasted all my time trying to fix something that wasn't a problem, and it was a painful experience, but I did it, so it's done. I do want to make some more, maybe, but apparently I need to make them all derpy related. So
I mean. I think that goes without saying.
But yeah.
I mean, you could make a Rainbow Dash one if you really wanted to.
I'm not doing 2D animation. It just happened to be. I thought it would be more fun in 2D. If I did it in 3D, it wouldn't have been as fun.
You're a 2D animator now.
Mm-hmm.
You've done it.
You get bits for watching ads? Really? Never heard of that. Not like I ever look into this stuff.
It's 5D animation.
Money at me next month. Well, before I never cared about doing any of that because it was more of I had the option there in case people decided that they did want to. But it was never really utilized. But now there's been a lot more generous people the last couple streams. So I decided that I needed some other way to represent those people that are doing that. So yeah, I do want to add another for like 1,000 stuff too. But Haven't yet.
It's actually better now that it's sat in the fridge for a bit. Yeah, no. Right away. I'm so happy in that picture.
You are. I'm gonna
I'm
make
like-
figures. I've tried. I wanted to make it a little longer. I do have to redo it because I want to extend the video a little bit more. But... Actually, one of the reasons it's not that loud is because that beginning sound, I felt like it was going to scare the crap out of me if I had it too loud. And I have a feeling that it is going to at some point. But, well, actually, here, let's do...
I think I did something similar to Jay, but it wasn't animated.
Here, let me go in here. I think this is... Okay, so, no, not CloudBot. We're going to go to widget. No, not widget. What am I doing here? Alert box. There we go. We got to go to bits. Edit. All right, we're going to turn the volume up. We're going to put it to 25%. Let's see what that does. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Put it at 800 decibels, so it's... No, because I appreciate my eardrums.
As far as sound for me goes, I do have a headset upstairs, but then I realized that listening to characters go ba 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 over and over again for hours.
There's music.
Didn't really add to the experience too much. Yeah. I mean,
I thought I saved that picture. Apparently it didn't save it.
this hat is comfy. I'm a hat person now.
Oh, it's because I tried saving it to my computer. I'm stupid. Okay. We're going to try this again. I'm just going to say, like, let's do... This is the picture. Okay. Desktop. So this is desert pick. But nonetheless, thank you, Alana.
Got the rundown on embarrassing Michael called $7.
What was it?
Mitch. Said
Embarrassing Michael customer on $7 a quarter. No, it was most people like this, the little like random derpy stuff. I just wanted to have something special that popped up if people did. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fix that camera now. Now let's see if I have access to that. There we go. This is this stretched? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Okay. Which means I have to extend this. Sure, that's a desert. Okay. No, Targa. So this is Alpine Sky. This could be Desert Sky. Sure. Yeah, sure.
You got my face icons everywhere. And I got everything.
It's a 24-hour stream. That's just that notification on loop. I actually watched it on loop for a while just so I could make sure I didn't miss something on it.
I'm sorry. It had to be tortured.
It's my voice. I was trying to find a voice line of you going Derby, but like I would have to dig through so much.
Well, you would just go back and find the Derby note.
No, that would have been a long time ago. Oh no, that would have been from the. No, there's too many other people laughing in the background and stuff during that. It wouldn't have worked. I did clean up the Michael Doodop Doop song.
Cleaned it up.
There was a couple like I removed some of your like the breathing bits or some other clicks or just small like noises in the background, so it sounds more professional.
Yes, because that's what that was missing, was a professional touch.
It was. I've been meaning I need to get with somebody that can add music to it, so then it's like an actual jingle. I want to make it sound like either like a Full House like or a sitcom type ending song, or I want to have it sound like an infomercial type music or something.
It was like 10 years from now, you're just going to keep adding to it, and I'm going to be the #1 hit on the radio today.
Boop, do that boop.
Do that boop. And it's just going to have some famous rapper in the background.
Yo.
Splashed up. Do that doop. Do that doop. Do that doop. Do that doop.
It's going to be auto-tuned.
Yes.
Okay, so take this, change to this, and this goes to desert. Okay, that looks really weird in the desert. Oh,
It's like horse. Sudden horse.
Wendy's commercial. Yeah, I have the Wendy's commercial, the old one downloaded.
The Where's the Beef? With the old ladies.
Wendy's makes it freshy stay.
Oh.
Hot for you, fresh right off the grill, or something. I can't remember.
I know exactly why you have that one.
Yeah, it was. Do I still have a video version of that?
I think I posted that to you in a response to what that was. Luna promoting Burger King.
We made this a while back.
Mm-hmm. Just don't tell me how long ago, because it will just make me feel old again. Is it from the 60s? I didn't think Wendy's was that old, so I don't know.
Maybe? I don't know.
I remember Wendy's was real big for the Where's the Beef commercials back in the day.
Though it's not about night. I know some people take it that way, but it's more of I don't. Some people like to be generous, so I don't like to have the same thing for a penny compared to somebody that puts more. So I just wanted to have another option. So that's why it's there. Plus, if it was played all the time, it would not be as fun. I think there's sometimes entertainment and scarcity. So,
And the important thing is, just for one single bit, you get a derpy. So.
Yeah, essentially. Why is... Oh, I know. So, no, actually, no, that isn't. So why is she so bright? I want to use the pre-made map lighting on this, but I think that she is too bright for this. So, I don't need Night Moon in this anymore. Actually, use Night Moon. Yeah, Night Moon's in all these. Yep. Let's save some processing. This is just sneaky.
So they have been around since the 60s, just right at the end.
And he started in November 15, 1969, so it's a bit around the time frame. Oh yeah, but it still sounds like it's around that time frame.
And that makes sense because the founder was still alive when I was younger. So,
and the whole reason, that that exists is because I don't know why, but when I was at a previous job, I was just sitting there at work in a building, in the middle of the street, no restaurants or anything nearby, and suddenly Google just sends me a message that says, "At Wendy's?" And it was one of those things of it's trying to determine if you are at a location. and it thought I was at Wendy's. And that confused me. Because, why? No, I'm at work. And so I took a screenshot of it because I thought it was funny. But I had Daybreaker as my background on my phone at that time. So when I had the message come up, it says at Wendy's, and it had like Daybreaker and a big smile on her face. And then literally every day that week, it asked me again if I was at Wendy's, to the point of I kept redoing. Do I still have some of the pictures from that? I don't know if I saved any of them. They're on my phone because I think I did most of the editing for it on my phone. Yeah, I think it's on my phone. Where I kept actually like making pictures from my wallpaper that were her like Daybreaker with different Wendy's products. And so when the message popped up, I would screen cap it again. And on that Friday, I actually went to Wendy's, and it kind of feels like they won then. But I went and got Wendy's and actually did a post where I had my Wendy's with it. So it was just kind of a joke, but it was funny. So we're going to see if we can redirect the lighting on her to somewhere that's better, not so bright. Well, well, thanks for the sub, Frost, and congratulations. Self-aware Snow. I was going to say self-aware is now, but congrats.
If the snow
and hello, Vodka. How are you doing?
That would be terrifying.
We can do Void Pony. Just there.
It's like those figurines that we sold were the pony. Those were the weirdest figurines. I didn't really get them.
The ones with the black skin?
Mm-hmm.
Probably because it was cheaper than constantly making different skins for lots of different things.
I guess, but like, who would really want those compared to the ones that were colored properly?
So what I'm doing here is the lighting on her is too bright. Not really, I don't like it. So I'm seeing if I can find a different spot on the map that has better lighting. So what you can do in SFM is there's a singular point that is determined on the model that is that tells the engine where the light is. Anything that hits that singular point is considered to be its light point. And from a map's perspective, like everything on the map. So what I did was I made a model, copied its illumination position, and then pasted it onto this model's illumination position as a reference. So anywhere I move this model, it is now that model's reference point. So I can then readjust where I want it to be, which actually has a lot of uses. For instance, here, trying to find a different part of the map that just has less map lighting. There is a couple spots I noticed here.
Do you have two musics running?
Music twin. Yep, that's what I thought it might do that. Does it? No, then that goes away completely. I was thinking that might. I was trying to figure out. Let me do one thing here. Because I only can hear one of them. I was trying to see if I could get it to not do that, but I don't think. Okay, I think. No, that didn't solve it either. So. Okay, I'm guessing that sounds fine then. I'll leave it that way for today. Makes it seem more epic. Really.
Is that new?
No.
Okay.
It's a chip in my desk with a piece of tape on it. No, that was one of my exes decided that she had a wet washcloth and just put it on the edge of my desk. So it sat there for like an hour. The desk just soaked up the water from it, and it caused it to chip and break. That's why there's a bulge right there.
Ah. I'm only just now noticing it, but...
Yeah, it's been there for...
ever.
7 years.
I'm very bad at noticing things.
But
yeah,
I was like...
notices.
My ex was from years and years ago. Okay, there's got to be a pretty good, like, an old dude. Thank you.
Wow. You're old, no offense, but you're old.
I'd rather be an old dude than my younger self. See, I think it's better just to grab the lighting like this, and then I can use my own light.
I do wish I could meet my younger self so I could smack him.
What is the story? Music is playing 3 times. I'm not sure. I'm not sure 3 times. I can see it playing twice. I was trying to make it so that I could have the music automatic within the stream, but if I do that, it only plays it towards the output, not to my ears. So if I want to have it play to the ears, I just go through the speakers, and then that comes back to you, which I thought it might play it twice, but I also thought it might be on par. The recording doesn't really do it. Well, Twitch recording does, but yeah, I was trying to see if I could get it to work easier instead of manually doing it every time, but apparently I can't. So I'll just have to manually do it. Music is good now. Yeah, because I turned off monitoring, so I can't hear it anymore myself. That stupid part of the map is so annoying. Max distance. So this, yeah, okay, good. So the light does hit her. This should be a little bit yellow. Okay. And okay, I'm turning out the lights while I'm working on this part of it. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna. The rest of this I'm not going to care as much about. I spent more time working on this than I need to. There we go. Alright, so...
I'll see you, Vodka.
Alright, later, Vodka. Have a good one. If you're feeling Grady's and Fluttershy's element there, which is always something perks me up day to see. I'll use this so well. Well, thank you very much. Welcome. I agree. It's better to be old and wise than young and stupid. I wish I could be younger self, but with my current knowledge. Yeah, that's the way it is, actually. So far, a lot of the people I've talked with is they're on the agreement that the 30s are some of the best years of their life because they are not as stupid as they were when they were young. And I will agree with that.
So what would be the ideal age for you to go back to if you could retain all of your knowledge?
Probably if I were to retain everything I know, then nothing at all. Because then if I went back, retaining everything I did, I would then also be changing the direction of my life, and the people that I know and the things I've done would never have happened. Mm-hmm. So, no, I would not have wanted to go back.
Your mom's still going to be there. I'm just saying.
What about my dad?
He'll still be there too.
Like, he doesn't matter, though. No, I've always been under the idea that I'm happy with where I am, and so I don't regret anything, because if I were to regret anything enough, then I would want something. To me, regret means I wish I could have done something different, and if I did, I wouldn't be where I am. And so, could I be happier? Maybe, but I'd also have a much better chance probably being worse off, and so I don't want to go change anything. If I could go back to a time and not care about things that changed, like the time in my life where I could make better decisions, probably my mid-20s, maybe early 20s. I had a lot of crap happen to me, and like a 1 or 2 year period in my mid-20s, and it changed my direction a lot. And so if I could go back and change anything with that wouldn't affect anything going forward, it would be that time period. But a lot of that, it was because of a lot of that stuff that I am more grown up in those regards now.
There's a lot of things that happened in my life that would I wouldn't be here if they hadn't happened.
Become a baby and terrify everyone with your knowledge.
That's what I was gonna say. If I could go back, I'd be like 5 years old, and then I would be like fairly smart for a 5-year-old. Well, kind of smart, not super smart, but I can read like Green Eggs and Ham, solid.
Okay, you might need to explain to me what reading Green Eggs and Ham solid is.
It means I can like get every word right in Green Eggs and Ham. Like, I think.
If you were a super smart baby, do know that means that your brain would be much, much more developed than normal. And they would immediately look at probably the scans of your brain and go, what the hell is wrong with this kid? He came out a genius.
Yeah.
And then you would be like prodded and probed, and you would become...
But now all of a sudden I'm like an alien.
Well, yeah, because you would be an anomaly. If you were to come out and start speaking English, do you think that they wouldn't think that weird?
I'm 5. I should already be able to
5?
speak 5. Not like 5 months, 5 years.
Oh, they popping out of the womb and like, give me a cigarette.
No, but I would be like the worst 5-year-old. I'd be able to... I'd kill Green Eggs and Ham, but I would also be able to like... I would just be a jerk. Like, to just people like I am now, except 5 years old, which would just be so much worse. Also, I could buy, like, Yahoo and Google stock. And, that'd be pretty sweet. Get in on that Amazon when they were, like, 2 cents a share.
To me, going back and fixing the things in your life that caused you, to make... wrong decisions, sure, but to take advantage of future knowledge to grow your younger self would be dangerous.
That's what Biff did in Back to the Future, and his future looked great.
That's actually, I mentioned this during the Sunday stream. There's the movie on Amazon to watch called History of Time Travel. Mm-hmm. It covers a lot of that, and it is fascinating how they do it.
Yeah.
Of hey, I can travel through time. I'm going to fix something. And how they progress that isn't in a realistic sense, but you're basically watching time be rewritten live. And
would be pretty crazy.
But how do people know that time was rewritten?
I mean, they wouldn't, except for the person who went back.
They don't. And watching it progress as time actually rewrites itself, they're following a single timeline, and they have to jump back and forth because things are changing, and you are watching it from the new perspective constantly. So the information you're hearing and what is being told to you is changing. The people that are talking are changing. People that were now being interviewed before are different. They just suddenly change because now timeline doesn't have them existing. It is so fascinating.
It'd be interesting to watch, yeah.
Oh, it was so cool. The first half is so boring, and then it's all exposition to the last half, which just has you locked to the screen of like, because there's so many minor details. It is super cool.
I tell you what, if I go back in time and become a 5-year-old genius, and I cut to the future, I'm a super gajillion zabillionaire. A zabillionaire.
Wait, what was that again?
It's a super gajillion zabillionaire. Like, I'm super, because I can see the future, and I'm super rich now because I put all my money into Yahoo and just left it there forever.
Yeah, but if you put all your money into Yahoo,
yeah,
you don't have the money unless you sell it.
Yeah.
And then you sell it. And then those companies, when you sell it to potentially get that money, or for the amount of more money that you would be giving to them, would then have much more to invest, which could change the future of what other companies are going to be surviving in that market. So you could then say, well, Yahoo's now doing super well, so I'm going to put everything into Apple. But maybe in helping out Yahoo and doing that, maybe they take over the tech market, and then Apple became nothing. And then you're pumping all your money into that, and then you're going to fail.
But here's the thing. I'm going to screw it up anyways and put all my money into Yahoo by accident.
In what?
Into Yahoo.
Wasn't there like the hot tub time machine?
Drink.
Where the guy went back in time and made like...
He became Motley Crue.
No, he
stole all their songs.
But it was Google. Didn't he steal Google's idea?
Yeah, I don't know.
He made it something. He named it something else very similar.
I know he stole all of Motley Crue's songs and became a band.
No, I'm always under the idea that if you were able to go back and change anything, that more than likely you're going to make it worse.
Worse than what?
if you're going back for that reason.
What, to make money?
Yeah. Because if you
I'll be rich.
if suddenly you were able to take advantage of all these things, wouldn't that look weird?
What, are people going to assume that I traveled through time? They'd be crazy to think that.
Well, like, I don't want to, like, so in that movie, they have the one guy who goes back in time and he's like, I know how to make a time machine. And so they're like, and he does it. And then but then everything, all his knowledge got destroyed. And they're like, we'll make another one. He goes, I can't. And they're like, why? Because the knowledge wasn't his. He brought it with him. And so once you go back and you do something, you change it, it changes everything from that moment forward. Well, thank you, Jules.
I think that was the argument of the movie Time Machine, where he kept trying to go back to change the past, but he couldn't, because if he changed the past, it would create a paradox. So it wouldn't let him.
And that was at the beginning of that movie. They talk about, like, here's a couple of different ways that time travel would work. And they never tell you which is the correct way or which is the way. They let the movie tell you. Mm-hmm. And it is all, if you aren't paying attention, you are going to lose yourself very quickly, because there's so many things they tell you along the way, and they're like, and then when something else comes up later, they don't mention it as being a reference to earlier. No. But if you miss it, you miss the plot point, and then it gets confusing. And it's so good.
If I could go back in time, I think the one thing I would do is just like help Yoko Ono lose a plane ticket or something, so she never meets John Lennon, and then we get like 5 more years of the Beatles.
But then you do that, and what if there's a ton of bands that you actually like right now, and because of such, they never became into existence because they were inspired by the Beatles' last album?
Yeah, but then I could also maybe get rid of like some of the crappy bands.
I think most people think of time travel as, I can go change one thing and nothing else will change. But no, you change everything.
But think about it. We could not have Kiss. I don't like Kiss. There, I said it. It's a controversial statement, but they're a bunch of weird clown.
But
people.
Then nobody would know how to take their tongue out of their mouth.
This is true. They wouldn't know to.
Like when the ponies go there, that wouldn't exist. That would be gone.
I mean, they wouldn't know to rock and roll all night and party every day. That would be a huge loss to all of humanity.
Uh-huh.
See, you want to get rid of Kiss too. Kiss was a thing in the 90s.
Impact here. Oh, I have it muted. No, I think they were the 80s, Michael.
Weren't they in the 90s?
They were a hair band.
80s oh yeah, they were a big hair band.
I know you're behind by 10 years on everything.
Yeah, I am.
You were born in the 80s, but your head's from the 70s.
Very much.
Time travel is insanely risky. It's just not possible. What was it? It's like Rick and Morty went into that, where even he has all the science, and he's like, time travel is not a thing. And it's just anything with time travel creates so many other issues that there's no way we can comprehend what would happen in such, because we don't understand enough about the universe.
I think you could travel forward in time.
Well, yeah, we're doing that now.
Well, I mean, at a faster. You can basically.
You're not traveling any faster. You're traveling at the same speed. You're just letting everything else around you travel fast, or experiencing time differently.
Yeah. They did that in like a space experiment or something.
And no, it happens right now. GPS has to constantly recalculate. They have to use atomic clocks because it is always off, just from traveling around the Earth. Astronauts, when they come back, I think are like 8 seconds younger, or 8 seconds younger than anybody else. I can't remember the way it goes.
Something to do with fat traveling super fast.
Just need something with like them landing on dirt. Rubble? No, it's rubber. No. That's a bullet. I don't have a bullet. That's like the standard. I don't want to do that. I need something.
You know, I'm traveling through time at a different pace than everyone else. Like, I'm clearly much older than the time that has passed. I'm like 57 at this
Well,
point.
time is always a relative thing. So somebody walking across the room is technically running at a different speed of time than you are.
Tell that to your boss when you're 5 minutes late for work.
And actually, even the time that we're all experiencing isn't the same. Like when they always talk about like the speed of light, they always say like relative to things. So like compare relative to the sun, but also we're rotating around a galaxy who's rotating and moving within a universe. All of that creates a different zero plane for speed, and that's why I think it's like, I don't know, there's so many things I've read about like where there's the idea that gravity and acceleration are the exact same thing. And so something like it's this weird thing I ended up reading about, but it was interesting because there's no difference between acceleration and gravity and acceleration in through movement. Like there's no way to tell the two apart. If you were just accelerating on a rocket one way or gravity, you can't tell the difference between the two, and time dilates the same. So what's the difference between the two? So yeah, that's just interesting stuff. I like science stuff.
Gravity in this illusion immediately floats away.
No, it's where gravity creates like a where we are constantly accelerating, and so time is constantly changing to us, equivalent to somebody just speeding away in a rocket at the same speed. In a way, it's an illusion. Our brains are only.
We only think we're like stuck on this planet.
Time only travels for us at a certain speed because our brains comprehend it that fast.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
how
time
fast
is
does time
relevant,
travel?
but our perception of time is relevant.
Does time even exist?
I mean, it must. It's killing me.
Well, yeah, but it's because you have a brain that processes things so that you can experience
observe
things at
the
a
passage
pace.
of time.
Yeah, but it's because your brain can only process things in an order. So you are experiencing the time. But is there a standard time? To me, I think there's only one, and that's the speed of light. That is the only standard time. Everything else is about things that can't quite do it. And it's just how long it takes for those signals to be processed is what we determine as being time.
I'll remember that when I'm super old and be like, you're old. I'm like, time is relative, child. I'm not old. You're just thinking incorrectly about time. Maybe I'm younger than you.
You can perceive what you could believe is a type of time travel. It's called sleep. Kind of. Like, sleep isn't... If there's a...
I would
sleep,
say,
you still feel like there was a time gap. And so...
get knocked unconscious. Now that is a skip.
That's different. Yeah, if you're knocked unconscious, you are... When you're sleeping, you are still... A loud noise is going to wake you up. So your brain is still processing things around you.
Yeah.
But when you're knocked out cold... Yeah, then you have nothing coming in.
Legit, I did. There was 1 or 2 times where I like hit the floor hard and just like knocked myself out. And
why?
We'll go into that later. But then it felt like I just blinked and opened my eyes right back up, and somebody would be like, "You've been on the floor for like 5 minutes, dude." It's just like, what? No.
Hello, gaming. Think of it this way: if someone you know were to pass, would you say that they went too young? To me, that depends on where you live. I mean, if you were to say at the age of 57, like 300 years ago, they'd probably be like, "Holy crap!" So it's all relative. It's all relative, and I think most people say that some people died too young until you get to an age where, if you have an age where you say as my grandma died at the age of 102. And if
too young,
and if you get to an age where you say my grandma's 102 and they go, wow, then that means that if they were to pass, they're probably not going to say too young. Because they're already like, holy crap, you passed some arbitrary value.
I'm gonna live forever. It's fine. I'm gonna be a cyborg. Cyborg horse. You knew.
Horse?
Yes. A cybernetic horse. I mean, if I'm gonna be a cyborg, I might as well be a horse cyborg, right?
Like, so Michael, the freak accident, you lost your pinky. It's like, can you replace it with a hoof?
It's the whole hand. Rest your hand's fine, sir. No.
Can I get A horn. I want a magic horn.
Yes, science.
Michael, just your pinky. Cut it all off.
Science needs to develop magic horns.
Michael's like, this is too easy.
Science needs to develop magic, everyone. Let that sink in. Come on, science. Give us some magic. His name was such a cute pony.
Yeah, and here we made her like a robot.
I was reading the comics, the season 10 comics. I was reading the first few, and I was kind of disappointed because
But it had ponies.
It did have ponies, and there were some things I liked about it. It basically it takes place right after the end of season 9. And they kind of reference some of the things that happen in season, like Lyra and Bonbon. They immediately reference getting married and stuff. And they bring back in some of the movie characters that they weren't really able to use in the show because their voice actors are too expensive. But I think with a little bit of spoilers, they kind of focus on Sakura and her past and where she came from. And I was disappointed because I felt like they totally missed the ball. Because like with Sanamula here, she's basically like a Middle Eastern culture, from a historical perspective. And then you had the Yaks of Yakistan, which was more of a Rus culture of like Northern Europe. And then you had the Kirans had their own culture. I don't know if there's a real world equivalent there. But each one had their own culture. But then when they went with Zakura's, you expected like an African culture because of all the art and stuff she keeps around her hut. Mm-hmm. But then they ended up just being like, it was just Ponyville.
Yeah, but that just, what you're saying is because she had those traditions that everybody else should?
No, you would think that her home would have some of it. It had none of it. It was just...
Yeah, because maybe that's why she was living where she did, because it didn't belong where she was otherwise.
Maybe, but it just kind of felt
she wanted to be different.
She did want to be different. Like the whole reasoning for her rhyming was this, there was no reason for it. It wasn't cultural. She was just weird. Like that's basically what they said.
Oh, Michael, you have like a comparison.
It was disappointing, to say the least. Like they all these cultures, different cultures they have in the show, and then when they get to Sakura, one of the first characters to be from another culture, they just kind of be like, "Oh no, her home is just Ponyville."
But they do have people from other cultures. You just brought it up. Griffins.
Well, no. She was the first, I said. There were others. Like, there was the Griffins and the Kirans and the Yaks. Yeah. And they even referenced, like, Stalingrad for, like, Eastern European culture.
So,
but,
are you going SJW on this?
No, I'm just disappointed that they didn't explore that more. Because they had in the show so often, and then they... didn't.
Maybe they did, but the writers of the comics probably aren't the same people that wrote or were deciding the character originally.
I know they aren't. But it seems like a missed opportunity is just the thing.
I am part derpy.
You are part derpy?
His head is not cold. He just got a new hat, and he makes him feel pretty.
I'm very pretty. I don't know, the comics have always kind of stood as canon until not, so who knows. And G5 is apparently going to take place in the same universe, so we'll see.
Smooth out, and these we're going to.
Well, of course, Derpy will of course be in G5. She has to be. Absolutely, she's the most important character. But everything I've heard about G5 so far is it's the same universe, just in the future.
Yeah, well, we've heard a lot of things over time, and so until it happens, it's all just hearsay.
I suppose you're right.
It's you grabbing onto any little information and then being like, now we know everything. And then when it's different, you're either going to be disappointed or
I don't know.
No, just disappointed. That's just how that works. Expectations.
Just you'll just be disappointed by anything. If it's not Fallout Equestria, I'll be disappointed.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the case.
I'm gonna be disappointed.
I want to add a little bit more detail to her here. I don't want too much.
Blade Runner, that's G5, man. Yes, Mitch.
Blade Runner poems?
Mm-hmm. I could never finish that movie.
I never saw it.
I tried. I watched the director's cut. It was just...
Which, the new one or the old one?
The old one.
Okay.
I got about halfway through, but there were these long cuts of just nothing happening. And I think it's one of those movies that's similar to 2001: A Space Odyssey, where at the time it was a visual spectacle.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
But I don't think it really holds up.
But you can say Star Wars was the same.
Star Wars was, but the story was
It had
interesting.
laser swords.
It did have laser swords. I would say the story in Star Wars was fairly interesting. Blade Runner just could not hold my attention.
Okay, that one's done. Oh yeah, do I need to... Nope, not going to put anybody inside. I can't really do this one right now because, again, lip syncing. But what I will do is clean some of this up. So I don't need to do that. Thanks for the follow, streamer. Get rid of that. Wait, no, can I get rid of that? Yeah, I can. Oh, I'm in the wrong... Oopsie, actually that's the wrong shot. I need to keep it in that shot. Okay, now go to the right shot. Diner furniture. Nope, I do need it in that shot because the window's there. The gateway needs to be there. Oh, I need to have this. Okay, so the portal's there. The light redirect needs to be added here too. Oh, light's off, that's why. Okay, that's correct. There's a chat about time travel from a Discord. Now I'm here. Yes, we were talking. I was recommending a movie about that stuff, and we were kind of talking about weird time travel stuff.
Was that movie on Netflix or
Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime.
And it is made by a bunch of college students. It's not even an official, like, whatever. It was like a film festival movie. Very, very. We're talking about history of time travel. It's on Amazon Prime. It is. The acting is kind of over trying. And it's video. It's basically a mockumentary. It's not a. It's a fake documentary. But it is. But that isn't what sells it. It is their attention to detail and their storytelling. The rest of it, you could just listen to it and just catch some of the minor details of it visually, and it would be the same. It is just really good to watch. I have a cough. I can't not now. I would like to go back in time and make a grilled cheese and eat it.
You should just cook it once and then just keep going back in time to eat the same grilled cheese sandwich over and over again. It would be amazing.
Oh, there was a thing I remember seeing, like it had a genie, and it's like I am a genie. I grant 3 wishes, but there are 3 rules, and he was like, you cannot wish for more wishes and whatever, and he gives all these rules, and then the guy's like, I want you to make love to me. That's my first wish. And he's like, what? And he goes, and then he like starts saying some really lewd things to do, and then the genie goes, there are 4 rules.
He's like, we're not doing this. Stupid face.
What was their stupid face? There was a stupid face. I didn't miss any others too, did I? Just making sure. Nope. Okay. Let's see here. When do you reckon will win King Kong versus Godzilla? I have no idea. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Whoever is making the movie wins.
Can I scale?
Here's the thing about that movie, though. Godzilla would obviously win. Like, I haven't seen the film. I don't even know if it's out yet, but Godzilla would win. Because think about it. King Kong is on top of a skyscraper. Godzilla is towering over all the skyscrapers. He would pick up King Kong and eat him like a snack. And that would be like a single bite.
Neither should exist, so...
Yet they both do. It's all based on real life. It's a documentary
That'll
film.
work. She got
wings.
She's gonna get fancy wings.
She's got foof.
There, she's
so fancy.
Yes. Now she's got. Oops, I gotta do. She got her super fancy wings, and she's. I am pretty now. I will fly away, and then her things here, they
That's how they work. Yes.
Forgot about that. So okay, and then she
just like her face, like, oh no, it's happening.
and then she flies away.
She's left her body. She's a butterfly. She's beautiful.
Am I pretty?
A pretty butterfly.
I left the oven on.
Oh no. It's pretty much my face every time I think I might have left the garage door open. Oh no. She's a beautiful butterfly now. Look at her.
And then like dun dun.
It's like the movie The Fly, but
Don't
with
fall
ponies.
asleep.
Oh no, now I'm imagining that. Just like some horse develops a teleporter and like a butterfly flies in and this is what happens.
She can see. Oh wait. There we go. Come back your head. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there, now we go. See?
I like her ears to wiggle.
Oh, like
She's like fluff, fluff, fluff.
well, no, but then like her body goes this way.
Her ears, little ears. It's like my body's leaving. I should catch up.
Go. See, she's fine.
That's what they say in the original Fly,
Team
right?
rocketed away.
It's like I can't remember what the Fly says in that when he's on the spider web. I'll help me.
Yeah, the stream at 1060, so it's so choppy. Oh, is it actually have? Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Is transcoding enabled right now? Because normally on evenings it doesn't have it enabled. I played for like an hour and a half before a stream trying to potentially work out some better options for stream quality and trying to optimize things, and I ended up because I want to stream at 720 and record in 1080 because I do use the recordings and I can find an option to do it. I'm doing pretty well.
Do you want ice?
Can you actually just grab me the one other cider that's in the fridge that John brought?
Okay.
I'll just do that.
Can I have ice?
You can have ice.
Ice makes noise.
Oh. You can. I just like making fun of you for it. Mecha Godzilla is in the film. Oh, Jesus Christ. Teleporting can also be a bad idea. The only thing that would work in Star Trek is beaming. No, actually, the science of teleporting bothers the hell out of me. I would, if they ever said, "Hey, we added this new technology. We can teleport you to a new location," I would say, never put me in that thing, ever. Couple issues. One, the location that you're leaving, has air. So if you removed your body from that location, are you? Thanks for the follow, Matt. Are you replacing the air that fell behind you? If you were to just suddenly disappear, you would be creating a vacuum that would cause a self-implosion of the air around you. The same with the location that you're popping in at. Do you come from a singular spot that then grows, or do you fill in the area that's there? Because if there is already air there, you can't replace the air without pushing it out of the way. So how does it do that? If it's from a central spot, sure, and it expands, you're good. But if you were literally just popping into existence there, if it doesn't come from a central spot, you are now merged with the oxygen that's there, and it's probably going to cause a lot of like nuclear like fusion problems. And say that they put you in a vacuum. Well, now you're in a vacuum. So do they put you in a suit to ensure that you pop up into the vacuum? And if you do, how do you ensure that the location that you're teleporting to is the same location in time, space, and everything? Because we are constantly moving through space. Earth is only stationary to our viewpoint. And I think the biggest one, thank you, that bothers me about that stuff is the fact that if you break your stream of consciousness from your current self, disintegrate yourself, and put it somewhere else, is that still you? Because if it's like saying, I think they actually covered this in Star Trek at one point, but if you made a clone of yourself, or say they did a teleport, but they never destroyed the original, there's just two of you now. Well, that person is not you in the stream of consciousness that you are aware of, meaning that normally in teleporting, you would have to murder the person being teleported and create an identical copy on the other side that now lives your life for you.
They kind of did that in an episode of Star Trek with Riker.
They did that, yeah.
Where basically the backup thought that his teleport didn't reach the ship he was being teleported to, so it used a backup to make another copy of him back on the space station, but the ship actually got his copy. So there ended up being two copies of Riker, because it pretty much states in Star Trek that when they break down a person to reassemble them somewhere else, they're essentially just destroying one and creating a copy elsewhere.
Yeah, I know. That's what I never want to be teleported. Because, you were murdering that person.
What I could see something like that being useful for, that people might do, is like if there's multiple habitable planets throughout the universe, and you need somebody to be on another planet, making a copy of a person on that planet without actually destroying the original.
I actually do not have...
might be a thing. I don't know.
I do not have the noise reduction on right now. I have some other stuff on to try to keep it low, but it's not on because I was having issues. If I turned on RTX voice using a GTX card, it actually took all the audio from only a single channel, and I was only getting right speaker for voices. It was weird. It would turn it mono, but it was not what I wanted, and I figured it out. I thought it was a cable that was broken. No, it was RTX voice that was doing it. So I disabled it until I can potentially get an RTX card that might run it better.
There's one kind of teleport I would actually be okay with, and that would be like if they developed some kind of wormhole technology, which could move you from one space into another space by bringing the two areas of space together.
But then that wouldn't be teleportation. It would be it would be bending time.
Yeah, but it'd be instantaneous travel. It would be teleportation.
Not instantaneous. You'd still have to travel it. You would just you would be traveling less distance to get there.
Yeah, you would be traveling faster than the speed of light.
Because you're traveling faster than the speed of light, but as soon as you make that wormhole, light can travel through that now.
Yeah, so light starts.
So you're still traveling faster. as fast as light through that. Mm-hmm. You're traveling faster than light would going through a different direction.
Normal space.
But it's the same. Light bends around objects all the time. There's galaxy lensing, where they will find they'll actually have where they can see it's a fascinating thing. They ended up predicting a supernova was going to happen at this like exact moment, and it did because of gravitational lensing. They ended up having it where they saw the galaxy, but the galaxy itself, its light went off this direction. So we saw this one, and more light went this way, and then it got bent by a galaxy or a large object back to us. And so they saw it happen here, and they're like, okay, well, we know that we now see an image of this and how long it takes to go and bend around that. So if we wait long enough, we'll see it again. And they did. So technically, the first one got there faster than the other light, but it just because the other one went and took a longer path. So that already happens everywhere. Yeah. You're just making a new path.
Kind of reminds me of that scene from Futurama where like, so we can travel faster than the speed of light? It's like, no, nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. So scientists made the speed of light faster so that we could travel faster.
If you're interested in some cool, like the ultra nerdy sciencey stuff, there's this YouTube channel PBS Spacetime. They go into some super in-depth sciencey topics. Like this one, the speed of light is not about light. That was the one I was actually talking about with gravity. I watched this one just recently where they're talking about how gravity and it are equal. So is speed of light actually like I think it was this one. Yeah, but it's just there's literally hundreds on here, and they are all very interesting. But some of them get very sciencey, to where like they'll even say in here like you might want to go watch this video and this video first because otherwise you're not going to know what we're talking about. Very interesting. And the guy that talks about it is really I like the way he talks, so it's really good.
Yeah.
Do you reckon another dimension lies on the other side of a black hole?
I hope so. I'm not populated by horses.
It depends on how you define dimension. Because I believe that I don't think we're in an infinite universe. I believe that it is finite, but I believe that there are an infinite number of universes that are around. Because to me, if you make something have a beginning or an end, it's at least in terms of like the comprehension, it's impossible. The only thing that actually makes sense is that things always are, which also doesn't really make sense. But I feel like that is more provable than saying something had a beginning with no cause to it. But if something always has been, then there is no cause and effect because there was no cause. It's always been. So I believe that there's infinite number of universes, but that each one of them is finite to a degree. So because I don't think our universe could be infinite, it just doesn't make much sense. But there's so many theories like is the black hole on the creation of a black hole, could it potentially touch another universe next to us? Is black or is dark energy just the interaction of another universe over a large period of space interacting with ours in a very subtle way, in a way we can't see? So there's tons of theories. The thing with black holes is there's nothing we can really get from it because it's all theoretical. It's impossible to get.
We have seen a black hole now. That happened recently.
Well, they took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all that did was it's actually a really good cider.
Yeah, I like the orange one too.
All they did was it confirmed a lot of their theories on how a black hole physically looks. Which, if you ever watched the movie Interstellar, that's actually the theory that they had in there is the one that holds true. But everything that passed the event horizon, we can only theoretically guess based on our current understanding of physics. But a lot of it is on the understanding of gravity, and we don't understand gravity. So there's a lot of things that just start breaking down, and there's theories out there, but they're all theories.
Just all this just reminds me of that horse from Bravest Warriors, the one that was able to comprehend forever, and it paralyzed him. He's like I comprehended forever. And in that moment, I could never. He's just broken.
Our universe may be finite, just so massive to be perceived as to be infinite. Yeah, well, really, it's the law of large numbers when it comes to the brain. Of
Like, what's
Our
the
brain
edge of the
can't-
universe if it's infinite? If
our
it's-
brain can't
if it
comprehend
if it
numbers that
stops?
big.
Like, if the universe has an end, what's at the end?
But that's the thing is the universe is expanding currently faster than light,
Yeah.
which is possible, being that the space itself is expanding.
But what's it expanding into?
But that's the thing is that's where you're doing the beginning and end thing. So you have to, our brain needs something to exist. It can't have a non-existence. It's the same thing of like what happens when you die. Our brains have to have something that happens afterwards. Otherwise it just is, you're confused because like you can't cease to be. What happens to time if I'm not there to comprehend it?
I figure it's gonna keep going just without me.
Yeah, but like what is a minute, or what is time ceases to exist. You cease to exist.
Yeah, I did
What
it
is-
a long time before 1985. A lot of stuff happened before I existed.
I'm telling you that God is just an insanely smart scientist. Yeah, I don't know about. Because usually the perception of God usually has something followed within a religious aspect. Most scientists are just trying to gain understanding. To me, God is somebody that has all understanding, somebody that knows all. Elementary school made gravity seem so simple. It's simple in concept.
Simple in
It's simple in that
physics.
It's simple, but the problem with gravity is that you have this whole model that defines how the small things work, but gravity doesn't fit in there. Gravity is outside of this, and so the macro and the micro and the macro act differently, and so that's where gravity is confusing, is because we don't understand how it works. So how do we merge that into the rest of the model? Right now we have just two separate theories that both give us insanely accurate answers, but why are they so different? So that's where it's interesting. No more existential crisis. I mean, let's continue with this existential crisis. No, I love that kind of thing. I love that thought process of like, of thinking about time and like the perception of it and how things work. It's just, I find that super interesting.
Here's what I think with gravity. You know, there's like those sticky arms that you like fling at things and they stick to stuff. Well, see, you know what I'm talking about, right? The toys, they get all dirty, but they're like the hands, but they're sticky and they stick to things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they leave a little like film behind on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an invisible one attached to everything on every large body. Like right now, you got a big old sticky hand on you, and it's always trying to pull you back down because it's got the elastic bit. And that's what gravity is. Pretty sure I'm right on this. Like, there's just sticky hands everywhere.
Okay.
Sticky hand on my glass, sticky hand on me. 25 cents out of an egg machine.
That's your last one.
That's fair.
I'm just thinking of like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
With like the hand coming down, it was just a big gooey hand.
Oh no, it's gravity. It's coming.
Here comes gravity.
Gravity's been beating me up for a while now.
So I want to keep this map. I might even keep the grass in here. I don't care. But I need to redirect the lighting on some of this stuff so that it matches the lighting for the other things. Copy. Diner furniture. Delete. Paste special as reference. Why are you getting so much light still? Are you? Oh, okay. The furniture is accepting it fine. The ground is the actual diner. I thought it was the diner furniture. There we go.
I forgot Derpy's in there. Yay, Derpy.
Will Michael take control of the stream today? I don't know. You're saying the planet needs a really big trial and a good few restraining orders. Sure. After you get warp drives, I think it'd be possible to use warp bubbles to create your own micro-universes. I don't know if that kind of science is probably like thousands of years or at least hundreds of years away, and we have to survive long enough to see that.
Cyborg ponies, man. Nope.
We as a species are I see us having some difficulties getting to that point before we decide to kill ourselves off. If we're able to suddenly create these absolutely large and overly destructive things, we're eventually going to use it incorrectly. We've already almost killed off our entire species multiple times using nuclear weapons. It's eventually somebody's going to succeed. I'm going to move this whole shot just a little bit over. I don't care about the grass coming through the floor, but I do care about that grass in the background. Actually, if I just move it up here, does this work? Yeah, I still have the tree, and that's fine. What? Oh, that's just that. Okay. Definition of the human race. We use things incorrectly. No, we like to learn things, but then we immediately think about what can we do with this new thing to hurt other people. And our greatest technology is used for pain and suffering, which I don't like. Yes, I am.
He's like, this conversation always leads to humanity's future doesn't matter because we're all gonna explode.
Most people in the world are good and want good, but it only takes one or two when weapons get to as big as
The pop filter.
it only takes one or two people doing the wrong thing when things get to that point to cause enough destruction.
It's gonna be the second coming of the Backstreet Boys. I can feel it. It's gonna be like a
Backstreet's back. Launch the nuke.
yes. This is like we have to end this now. End now.
This is the guy at the button. Just launch.
Every nation just suddenly pressing the button.
Like, and Backstreet announces their reunion tour. Like, breaking news.
I'm slightly more optimistic about humanity's future, kind of in the Star Trek sense.
Aliens swipe left on us. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Why did that not? Oh, I moved everything. Oh, actually, no. I have shadows on, don't I? Okay. Well, now that I'm indoors, actually, it's a little different. So for one, I don't need the gate. Why is it called? Oh, I must have renamed that wrong. I'm like, why is that called glass? I was trying to figure out which was the model for that. Let's see here. So I'm gonna enable shadows. I kind of want to actually find one of the ones that has this one perfectly black, and I might light it myself because I feel like whatever I do for this, it's not going to be right. Which means usually just go wait straight up or something. No. There we go. So the nifty thing is, because I did that, I linked them all to the same model. They all have it that way. So now I have full control to do whatever I want. So I do want to have lights coming through the window, so I have to put it like this. We're going to make this much brighter. It starts at the back street and then goes bore, never changes. Nobody's going to say that because we're all dead. Positive reinforcement. What's up? Am I late to the party? No, you were not.
We're still here for another
7:30.
25 minutes.
Yeah, at least. I wanted to try to I wanted to at least get through most of what I'm able to get through, which is basically not much more than this, actually, because then I'm getting into the scenes where I need lip syncing. But last I checked, yeah, that's still down for maintenance. So.
Oh, bummer. That's been down for a while now.
He said he was going to have it available within the next couple days as of like 2 days ago.
Is he trying to add more voices or something?
People are being butts. It got more difficult because he used to have just an unlinked test server, but then people started mining the site and found all his test servers, so they were just using it without his knowledge, so he had to go move it to a local drive, which just delayed things. People are being really big assholes, the guy that runs that site. They're being overly demanding. It costs a lot of money to run it because it's immensely popular. Mm-hmm. And all that processing costs them like a 5-digit number a month. So it's...
Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, if you ran it cheap, everybody trying to get on it simultaneously would just bog it down.
Yeah,
so he's able to run well.
He is making a good amount on his Patreon, but it covers like 1/10 the cost. So people are just being impatient butts. Mm-hmm. This is a science seminar on quantum entanglement. No, we didn't cover quantum entanglement.
But you can get started on it.
That is a fascinating thing too. I don't know enough on that one though. I know some, but not enough to really cover the topic in detail.
I'm pretty sure quantum entanglement is when you have a ball of yarn. And you get it really super tangled, like the largest ball of yarn in the world. And it's just a mess on a quantum level. So now you know. Everyone in this chat's smarter now, thanks to me.
Yep, Yep, Michael. You just, you do you. We're gonna get you, we're gonna print you a good old certificate.
Yes.
And it's gonna say Mike R. Smart.
Yes, the smarts. The smarts.
Sometimes I feel like sometime you're going to be like, Michael, did you really graduate from college? You can be like, yeah, here's my degree. And it's going to just be like your mom's signature.
It's going to be Mike Smart School of Science. And it's just going to be in crown. And all the colors of the box. Because it's super awesome.
Yeah, that's where I have a feeling that I have some concerns.
It's like, I work on equipment for NASA. That should be the biggest concern.
As your mother like slips the money to the guy that's working there.
Man, they don't pay their bills. Like seriously, NASA needs to like pay their bills.
Well, we have the same problem. Governments are always super. Well, America's government is a little better. Dealing with some foreign governments is pretty crazy.
Yeah, like they pay eventually, but it's like a pulling teeth.
I'm trying to catch up here. What's this? What if we took quantum entanglement and cut it with a sword?
I mean, it would help untangle the yarn.
I don't know. I actually don't know what you mean by that.
Oh, he's talking about the yarn, of course.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's a pretty big ball of yarn, though. It would take a while. It'd be better to, like, maybe an army of, like, old ladies with scissors. Or something. Because they need it for crocheting, so you could just, like, divvy it up. It will solve the quantum entanglement problem. In no time. Just gotta get a bunch of old ladies.
There was a thing I used to watch about, like, was it the Faster Than Light Guillotine? Where they were talking about if you took two pieces of, like, metal and you extended them to be 1 inch, or to be touching at one point and 1 inch apart at another point, and you separated them by, like, a light year. So that, like, this 1 light year long sheets of metal, and then you move them downwards. They're like, technically, the edge of that guillotine would travel faster than the speed of light in its slicing surface. And they're like, it's something traveling faster than light. And they're like, no, it's not. It's you creating an arbitrary point in space and calling it something and then stating that it's traveling faster than light, where no, it is not. But it is still the item, or the cutting surface itself would technically travel faster than light. But it was stupid science. Michael in charge means that Michael takes over. Average streamer. It just means that Michael will more than likely load up a bunch of derpy stuff and take over for 15 minutes.
I mean, I do. If it does happen again, I have plans, and I will need your help.
Well, last time I went and watched the recording because I was trying to find words of you saying derpy, and you spent like the first 3 minutes like just clicking the screen and having it ding at you, and you going, "What did I do?"
That's why I need your help.
I went to go to the bathroom and I'd come back and you had done nothing.
I was panicking the whole time. That's something.
I just started saving. Yeah, we used to have a lot of people do like stupid face and voice impression, and then I put that 35,000 on there, and then nobody did it anymore.
You just started saving up.
Everybody started saving. Okay, so this is the natural light coming through the window that I want to go with. I do need to do the camera right here. Okay. So this is the natural look that I want to go for. That's 5.5.
A long way to go.
I think last time I did that, somebody did stupid face too. Well, if we need to do stupid face,
no. It's an adorable face.
all right, there you go.
Face.
Stupid face done.
Wow, sir, you insult best horse. Not Rainbow Dash.
Okay,
Face
so
isn't stupid.
So in this universe, there's a little derby.
That's a
And,
good.
and she is traveling with Somnambula.
This is good.
And they're first oops.
Oh. I just needed the haircut.
She's very, very hairy derpy. They're kind of wait.
It's like emo
derpy, you're supposed to why are you?
Why?
Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. Did it by that. Okay. Okay, so suddenly they there we go. They come through the window and she's like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yay!
I deselected it. Yeah. Oh no! You come for food, and Derpy is happy because it's like I want a baked good. I think I want
How baked bad?
she wants pancakes.
That pancakes are good.
Pancakes.
Waffles are
that is the
better.
only baked good in existence that is delicious.
Wow.
So
you are a bad person.
And then Somnambula says, yes. Wait, she should probably look at Derpy. And then
That's just the weirdest eye.
okay. There. Okay, we go there. And she's like, why are you so small?
Explain your smallness.
Explain your smallness. And then and Derpy's like,
No.
and then she's very angry, and it's like, how no you can't even
Too much hair.
too much hair.
It's like, this isn't even my final form.
Yes, then she's got the hair that does the one. Sure. And she's like, I am Super Saiyan Derp. And then she goes like,
I want her to bite her nose.
she goes Super Saiyan then. By going,
She's one of those one figurines we were talking about earlier.
so then she goes Super Saiyan.
Oh, she's very yellow.
And then she's like, ah. But and then some Nambula, she is slightly concerned.
It's like you could use her as a nightlight.
And yeah, so then she is slightly concerned, and she's like, am I gonna get cancer now? And
She's
Derp
radioactive.
is like, yes, that is my superpower.
Oh no.
And then she switches to full cancer mode, and
Radioactive. I mean, she's just straight out Fallout Equestria. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens in Fallout Equestria.
and then yes, then she goes, but then the cancer starts getting to her too, and
no.
and she's like, it's like, oh no, I have the cancer.
The cancer.
And then she realizes, and it's too late.
She's like, you wouldn't like me when I'm
She's
angry.
too late, and then she just
Derby's. She
burns out, and then
It's not easy being green.
and then she goes.
No, she's super tiny.
She goes. It's like, I'm okay, but I'm smaller now.
She looks like
Can you help me?
She looks like she's a growth on the name of his butt.
She's like, I still want my pancakes.
No, of course.
And Tsuneme's like, no.
What?
No pancakes. It's the children's menu is expensive. And so Sonambula unbreaks her neck. Hold on, that broke it more. There, she unbreaks it, and then she I don't know. She just like murders the derp.
Why is the pimple?
And then
in
Derp's
my-
like, no, I return.
Oh no! Super derp.
I am the power. She's extra angry. This is super angry.
There is a story playing out here.
My name is now Edgelord Derp.
She's Funko figure derp.
And then the universe is over and she died. Okay, I gotta undo that before like
Where'd
it
her hair
completely
go?
breaks everything.
I was wondering how much further you could go before you couldn't undo it.
Look at the derp though.
She's a cute little derp. Look at her with the long hair. She's like, I'm big derp. I'm not sure regular derp. Very cool.
Where is the nebula? Oh, she can't come through the window yet. There we go. There, I think that went a lot longer than I probably meant to do.
Well, it was a very interesting story. So
I don't know what the thought process was behind muffins. Well, in the show, it's just she happened to say muffins at one point, so everybody just went with muffins.
it was the first word she ever said in the show. Was muffins. So
I think it was during the Baked Bats episode.
Yeah, I think so.
She made muffins. It was like,
And then it got everybody sick.
muffins. Yeah, and it was the bad muffins too.
Mhm. It was the first thing Derpy ever said was muffins. So it became like 90% of her character.
Okay. Oh, that is not what I actually wanted to do. So, what I want to do now is I want to load up another model because I can't just use the light coming in from outside. I need to use some kind of like ceiling light that's here. But, technically is the one here. I was gonna load up a model, but if that's the case, maybe I can just utilize that. I do need that model. Okay. So that's hitting that. I'll cut that off until it's just hitting the light. You can only bend a light up to 89 degrees manually unless you change the number. So this is negative 90. So as long as I don't move this camera, it is perfectly looking up at it. As long as everything else is fine.
Why are you looking at the light?
Actually, maybe I want to have this angled. Because I need to have
Oh,
this...
you're trying to light the light bulb.
Yeah. I don't need to make it, like, ultra bright. But I need to make it bright enough to have a look from here. I'm going to put a little bit of a yellow hue to it. Not too much. There.
You're going incandescent, huh? It does look like a light diner that would still use incandescent light bulbs.
It's a little bit old.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't want to use that light. I want to use the new one. But I do want to use this one's color.
The dumb project has turned into a real project.
Is this going to be an actual real project? No, I'm just I'm doing quick edits, so I'll still put some effort into lighting and stuff, but here and there. But it just depends. But it's not meant to be like a.
I'm expecting 2 years later you'll still be working on this, and it'll just be like the adventures of Sonambula. We'll turn into the Twilight Rocket video.
No, it's going to be only what I can do between today and tomorrow. The only reason I would delay it further is if I can't figure out the audio thing. I'm hoping that if 15AI opens in the next day or two, according to their info, it should.
I mean, I can do a pretty good Sonambula voice. Like, give me a line for Sonambula.
You come up with one. Because anything I say.
It's like, I am
You don't have to get
Egypt
closer.
horse. I'm Egypt horse. I am very cute. I do flips. Look at me go. Look, you can't do this. I can do this. Because I am Sonambula. That was pretty good, right? Am I hired?
So how many times when you like go out to a restaurant or something do you go, "Hi, my name is Michael. I would like some food. I've come here for food. My name is Michael."
I mean, only about half the time. Not every time. My name is Michael, by the way. I like food.
You know that now.
I don't know.
Oh, see his voice impression. Screw the cats, worship ponies.
It's not really a voice impression, but in Sonambula is like, screw the cats, worship ponies. There you go. I did it. We won.
What?
I don't know.
What did you win?
Against the cats, I suppose. Down with cats? You like cats, though. I don't hate cats.
I prefer dogs, but
Yeah, but you gotta have, like, space for dogs, really.
yeah, that's the main issue for me.
Yeah. I think some people can have dogs in, like, apartment buildings or, like, in this area. That's fine if you can put the effort in to walk them all the time, but, like, me personally, I'd only get a dog if I had, like, a yard for them to go out and run in.
So what you're saying is I would only have a dog if I can utilize minimum effort.
Yeah.
Because I only want a pet if I only have to deal with it as little as possible.
They can come in for pets and stuff.
But you also have to deal with all the other stuff. You sound like a child that's like, I want a doggy, and then forgets about all the other crap you have to do. Like, what if they get sick?
Then you call the old man who comes down, who's been a vet but probably should have retired 10 years ago.
Yeah, and that's $4,000.
No, he does it on the cheap and under the table.
Okay, what's their name?
It was Dr. Bingham.
Bingham?
Back in Kentucky, yeah. Like, you're asking me these questions, and I've already lived this life, sir. I grew up in Kentucky.
I know, but if you got one now.
If I got one now, I wouldn't, unless I lived out in the country again, essentially. And then we would find that retired doctor who works under the table. Who is... Well, not under this table.
This is the table. You get me a little concerned.
This is an old man under there. He's like, I'll fix up your snake.
You just look over, he's like, hello!
Hello, do you have a pet that you need me to treat for $20? I'd be like, well, maybe. Are you going to kill it by accident? Maybe, but you can't sue because this never happened. We kind of had that issue with a horse one time.
And he has to come in with like the black suitcase and wearing like a suit like from the 1920s or something.
It's kind of like out in certain parts of the country, there are like physicians who haven't
What
really
was that again?
Like physicians
Physicians
who had a doctorate once upon a time but didn't keep up to date on it, so all their knowledge is from like 1980. And they exist, like more so in the vets. There's like vets like that, and we had a vet like that, and he could still get all the stuff he needed to like treat the animals, but he was dated. I'll be right back.
I don't know if I'd quite trust them with the life and death of my animal.
For $20.
Like, I love this. This is a member of my family, but I want to do it for as cheap as possible.
Yes.
Worship Derpy, yes. So Snake, Brother up to Worship Chicken, he is watching. Yes, Chicken is watching. Chicken is always watching. I still have to get. I keep forgetting. I got to get the detachable camera thing. I have to spin it off right now. I would hire you, Michael. No, don't hire him for anything. He's very dangerous. Just catching up on chat here. Tired vets are a godsend. They have access to bovine antibiotics when you can't afford to go to medical clinic. It's sad that that's the state of medical. Oh, she's kind of sideways, actually.
What is happening in chat? Every chicken is personalized. Just chat being chat.
Mm-hmm. I might have her do like a quick slide up there, but I might not either. But I think for the most part, that's I think that's all I'm going to care about on lighting. I probably could add more or change more, but I think it'd just be overdoing it then. Like I normally would add more fog light up to the top because it just doesn't fit like right now. Probably add a ring light with the ceiling fan, so that it looked like the light was actually shining through to create some kind of a shadow. But I don't care. So I might just did I load a model with this?
That's the thing,
That's
though.
the point, right?
What Sunset was saying about retired vets is essentially what we used was a retired vet because they were way cheaper. they have access to things that a normal person wouldn't have because they tend to still have connections in those areas. But if something goes wrong, you can't do anything about it because they work under the table and you understand that. And they'll just deny it up and down if you try to go after them. And you'll upset a lot of people in the community if you go after them too because they rely on them. Sketchy business.
I'm trying to decide if I want to have Derpy do anything. I think I might just have her sit there.
No, she needs to be like...
No, because that takes time.
Like, just have her stick her head out and so we can see her cute face.
Okay, she's dead. There.
No, why you gotta snap her neck?
Derpy's fine.
No.
You wanted it. You said you had to do something.
I thought
Death
you
is
could, like,
something.
lean out. Murdering Derpy
okay.
is not okay.
All right, so then we'll have it happen during the video.
Oh,
Is that better? Should I just do it on repeat?
Everyone, Argo Daemon is a bad person. And now you know. No. Brony 12. Don't agree with this madness.
There we go.
She had like a snapping sound. You're such a bad person. I'm imagining the sound and it is kind of funny, but you're horrible. You're a bad person.
This is just like, she's just looking over and she's like, "Haha, I'm in danger."
You're horrible.
Okay.
Why y'all like on board with murdering Derpy all of a sudden?
So, like, see, then, so Nayla comes through the window, and then she immediately, she immediately goes over here, and
Snaps Derpy's neck. No.
see, this is what happens when you talk.
Were you talking again? Do I have to stab another Derpy? She just pushes on her head. Just... You're so vindictive. It's hilarious.
This actually reminds me of a lot, which is like my new quote for you. Like when we did the Derpy stream, and like he's like, "You did this to hurt me."
You do lots of things to hurt me. It's abusive. It's just like razor. I just want her like just motioning back and forth with the hose, and it just somehow snaps Derpy's neck. Just like, yeah, it's just the simplest movement. She just like shift her hooves over and just go pat pat, just like just to make sure.
Okay.
It's so bad. I shouldn't be on board with this. It's hilarious.
So okay, and then she pops in.
Then you just have to immediately have her shift back.
Hold on, the hooves are way too fast.
No. It's bad.
we have a
runs over
we have a video
and murders Derpy.
we have a video to do though. So then she goes over and she's like,
you know what? Keep it. It's horrible, and you're a bad person. And the whole comment section will be filled with nothing. Well, you're an evil monster because you murdered her.
You know, it's even better.
Nothing's happening.
The audio is slightly different. There it is.
It just slowly snaps to Yo, that'll be all the comments. All of them. Jeez. I'm sad. Her neck snaps so easy.
She's happy.
It just kind of squishes.
I approve of the Michael Payne. Well, that Mitch, but I can see you agree with that. It is fun.
It's
isn't
very
it?
strange massage.
And then she returns and she pretends that she didn't kill. No, she didn't kill. It never gets old.
So bad. I just like the idea of her running back over there, fixing Derpy's neck, and then running back over there.
The problem is
snapping
on
it.
render. Let me double check something. Okay, I'm only running at 24. Oh, that's a different frame rate.
She just removed a witness. That's all.
Okay, so I'm actually at low shutter, but it's going to look like this. So it's going to look like that.
Yes, but I think the joke
that.
will still carry. Are you really worried about how professional level quality this video looks?
Well, no, I'm more worried about, like, I was originally worried about people being implying the death of, because like and dislike on YouTube actually matters. And if you go and, like, literally do that to somebody will not care about anything with the video, and they will go based on their gut emotion of just reacting negatively to it.
I mean, you did murder Derpy.
That, and in terms of monetization, I actually would have to put in there medium violence because it shows such, and that would drastically reduce any potential monetization on it. So, while as a joke, sure, not, and maybe in highlights because it is not put as a narrative, but not here. So, but it is.
So, Derpy lives, everybody. Yay. Thank you, YouTube. No, stop murdering Derpy. YouTube cannot know. YouTube says this is bad. This is a very intense massage.
So yes, it will. I will not keep it for the render, but I will. We have it for whatever else.
Did you have to do the a la carte video of medium violence, or no? What was the a la carte video you did? What was the violence rating on that?
There was no violence.
That poor horse was hit by a pie.
Yeah, that's why it was a pie. I did that on purpose.
Yes.
And that was actually back when monetization didn't ask questions. It used to be that monetization didn't ask about what type of content it was. Now they ask a bunch of questions that have multiple different answers. And there's like no violence, light violence. Even if I have swearing, that can affect actually what types of ads are put on there. Light profanity is considered to be No heavy swearing within the intro of a video, or light swearing within the rest of it. So I can't say the F word at the very beginning of a video, or I would have to then put that into strong profanity. If I do use the strong words later in the video, it's fine. But as long as it's not used excessively. I think there's 3 levels: light, strong, and then if you're just nonstop swearing or using certain slurs. I have Derby pop her head up again afterwards to show that she's fine. No, that's the other reason. With stream highlights, probably going forward, I am going to. Thanks for the follow, Cremo. I'm probably not going to put swearing in, or I'm going to beep it out anything in future highlights, because it does limit some of my options on it, even if it's minor. I usually always try to state that there is nothing strong at the beginning, so I can at least put it under the light profanity. But sometimes beeping can actually be funnier than swearing, so not a biggie.
My favorite things as far as like censored beeping is, have you ever seen The Song of the Count by Lemon Demon?
I need to learn how to draw. Oh, okay, that's what you're responding to. Just make Derpy randomly break her neck instead of somnambula killing her. It still would show death, and that is technically something, or implied death, and that is still something that's selectable.
We wouldn't want to kill Derpy anyway. She's a good horse, and she deserves to be happy.
You said you wanted it.
Maybe
she's happy. She never stopped smiling.
I said you could leave it, but that you would still be a horrible person for doing it.
I'm kind of sad it wasn't there when I continued it.
She didn't immediately rush over and snap Derpy's neck. It was humorous, but it was wrong and bad. Maybe snap Rarity's neck. That'd be fine. Who likes Rarity, right? Stream.
Oh yeah, I can't do that unless I'm in the shot. There we go. It's like, why isn't it letting me?
Derpy.
Whatever. Thank you, Jules. Your Spanish show how you learn how to draw. That's sure. I mean, that beeping things that don't need to be beeping out is hilarious. Oh yeah, like the old
Song of the Count was my favorite.
Yeah, the Song of the Count was great.
He really likes the Count. He's the Count.
Okay, so these ears are wobbling too much. So I'm gonna smooth them twice in about there, and that should lane some wobble. I kind of, I might just get rid of it completely, because I feel like any motion makes her feel more alive when she shouldn't. She's just static. Her eyes, though, are kind of all over the place. So we're going to take her eyes, and we're going to lock them to her pelvis, which is what she's flying through the window with. Oops, other way around. And then we're going to go to here, play head, and now she'll stay looking like that. Oh, actually, I just realized she's like literally coming through the wall. Probably don't want that. Pelvis.
The sitting position is so cute.
So she lands right here. So let's see if I can just do this. Not offset. Transform. No, that would be offset.
What's that game everybody's playing right now that starts with a V?
Valheim?
Yeah, I keep hearing about it. The draft was at work talking about it all day.
You bought it?
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Friend gave it to me, so I have it, but haven't had the time to actually play it.
I'm playing like 3 different games right now.
Yeah, I want to wait until I'm caught up with some of the YouTube stuff, but I have too much I need to do over the next week or two. catching up here. So what kind of pressure range we have? The Vikings presses to make him follow 4 settlements.
I think this is slightly more involved than making four settlements. But
I think. She needs to be moved like here. Because she was actually. No, she's coming through the window.
oh no. No.
Yes, I had it added. Jules already seen us out before. Yeah, it's the bear.
It's good because it's so cute though. That derby is a good derby.
You have to go watch the record. Well, I can probably show you that afterwards, otherwise.
What's that?
With the audio with it.
Oh yeah.
What the frill? It's beautiful. See what? So it's for 500 or more. It pops up, and then you get
Derby's so happy. Go hop.
Dude, look! You see that walk cycle? I did?
That
That's
walk
pretty
cycle was the best work you've ever done.
good. It is. I literally just said this frame, half the legs go up, half the legs go down. Next frame, they all go the other direction, and I just did that on a repeat. And I didn't count frames. I literally just went forward a bunch, and then just added a bunch of hoof noises because whatever.
Right? Yes.
It works.
Perfect.
Okay, so I will worry about. So this one's done. I think I can call this one done. Oops. So that means that I have now finished 2 more shots, but I've also determined the lighting for these 2, so that make them a little easier. This one might take a little bit more on the lighting side, but not too bad. And then that shouldn't be too bad either. Lighting's already done. Now, a lot of these, I think the hardest is going to be just doing the lip syncing once 15 AI opens. So I'm hoping within the next day or 2. Otherwise, I'm going to probably have to use something random. We'll miss Dirt Neck deleted scene. No, it'll stay. That's the funny thing with that stuff. It'll be in highlight stuff. So, whenever I get around to making one of those again. So, well, and hopefully Knightley will take over making some of those. He's just doing something else for me right now, and we're trying to work out a process because data is a difficult thing. A stream recording right now is about 30 gigs, and so that's a lot of data to try to get to somebody. If you hold a pencil or crayon, charcoal, or even just pee in the snow, you can draw. Yeah, anybody can draw it, but
I can do stick figures.
I can't draw good.
I can make a turkey if I use my hands.
Can I see the full video? Oh, well, I don't always show it at the end, but I can show you what it looks like right now. That's fine. So anything that's in red is not done. But so this is a different map.
Like how we started it, like the suggestion was to start in a desert, and then the next suggestion was immediately to get out of the desert.
Well, no, I just loaded that because it was to go to a diner, and so I just put it over there.
I think initially you were gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, there's a moon in there at some point. It was evolving as we went, and there's a moon map, so I could always have done that, but now we have it for the future. It would have been. I kind of thought it would be funny to have Nightmare Moon send her to the moon, but like the moon diner.
It'd be like a Doctor Who reference.
Maybe still could. I'll consider changing the map that they pop up into the moon, because it really wouldn't take that much more work to like.
You just have to.
Over. It would take some redoing of the lighting, but really just be coloring. That would be it. But yeah, so here's the video, and again, the voice acting for it is just me, but I'm hoping to get something in better.
those ears.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick?
Oh man.
I'm not going there.
Oh, this is where I need to swap.
It's time to engage in the consumption of food.
I might keep that walk.
That's a good walk.
Red Sako making immediately.
So hard to understand then.
Valuable charcoal.
She wants to wait.
Yeah, that's it. It's so stupid. But it will be done. First stream has made it so. I think it probably just look better if I turn off the lights there. But I haven't done the lights on those shots yet. What shall be the ending? That is the ending. It doesn't have an ending. She gets. They starts in the desert, and then she gets tacos, and then Trixie lights it on fire. That's it. So, the whole thing was developed in like 3 hours. So there's only so much you can put in 3 hours.
You act like that's not the best story you've ever
It's pretty good. Like you just start adding a blooper to the end of the videos. No, the only reason I don't is because bloopers actually take time, and they'll distract from a lot of the other stuff. Plus, it can pull people out. A lot of it is behind the scenes stuff, and then if people were like, if I were to have done that at the end of the Sombra Trixie one, people saw a video and they see it as the characters, but as soon as you show them as models, it breaks that immersion, and I wouldn't want to do that in a video. That's why a lot of the bloopers I've done before were custom animated to be in character, so that it still felt like a blooper instead of something that went and broke the fourth wall. That means something to some people, so I don't want to do that to some. Trixie wants a ways. Like the end card. For this, it's probably not going to be much of anything. I probably won't make anything custom for it. The end cards sometimes, like the one for the Trixie Sombra one, took me an entire evening, and I don't have the time to do that. And when it comes to these like super fast, like Twitch directed ones, I don't want to put that kind of time into stuff. I want to it's meant to be rushed. Like some of these shots, if I were to actually put the amount of time in for like this shot that I would normally want to put in to make it look decent, it would have taken me like a week or more. But that goes away from the actual purpose of doing that. I want to put that time into something that I can put the time into the story. This isn't that. So it's probably just going to be like, I can maybe come up with something, but it's going to be really, really simple because I have to render this still. And so I have to finish it tomorrow so that I can render it overnight tomorrow into Thursday, and then finish editing it Thursday so I can have it out Friday. So that's why I only have one more day to do anything. So anyways, that is going to be it for today, though, I think. I'm going to do some more of this on my own, hopefully with 15 AI opening, so I can actually do stuff. So I'm hoping by tomorrow. If it's not, then I'm going to have a problem. I'll probably just do the machine voices if that's the case, kind of like I did in the previous one. Yeah, I should save that. I'm probably going to not poke at it anymore tonight because I have been working pretty constantly the last couple of days on trying to finish the Michael.
Yes, the important thing.
It was a very important thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then cover when the entire restaurant is on fire. Yeah, I could do something like that. And that's actually not difficult. Though fire on the moon doesn't make much sense. But
Of course it does.
I'll make it work.
There's oxygen on the moon.
Keep Nightmare Moon's voice. No, that's my voice. No, I can't remember if 15 AI had Nightmare Moon.
It has Luna.
I can just use Luna.
You could just use Luna.
I'll just use Luna and then like lower the octave by 1 or something. Just make her like a male Luna. Trixie, I think, has a voice.
Yeah. Snamula would probably be no.
No, I can find something else for Snamula.
Yeah.
I can do Gladys. Because we're supposed to do robot.
Right.
Caesar made in Hippotopia. Yes. The wall with ponies. That was a lot of fun. So that's so I wanted to do that again. But anyways, just your hat.
No,
I'll make it
there's more drips.
I'll make that
Just so.
bigger on this
No,
screen.
that's not necessary.
There. Hold on, we're gonna play it again while it's bigger. And no, 15 AI is down for maintenance, but it's supposed to be up within the next day or so. They said a couple days ago that was going to be up in a couple days, so that's why I'm hoping it's going to be back up. Their Twitter said it. It's only going to be that's why it's a higher amount. But yeah, now we're going to it's going to be the bigger. There you go.
Drippy.
But then I do want to put some other ones that I'm going to put more time into, or make them longer or something that are for higher amounts. So you'll see them less often, but when they are, they'll be special. So, but yeah. Anyways, have a good week. For the Friday stream, depends on how long it takes me to do some of this stuff. I want to start something new because I'm already 2 weeks into my last bigger one, and I want to try to do one. Well, I guess this is kind of an animation, but I want to try to come out with a video every 4 to 6 weeks, which means I got like 4 weeks to do something. So I need to start something, and I don't know what to start yet. So I need to think about it. 2 of the videos I wanted to start, I'm not able to start yet. So yeah, have a good week. It's basically a couple days ago. I said I would come back in a couple days. It's been a couple days, and probably there are a couple days before it is back. Yeah. So who knows? That's why I don't know. But that's why I have. It's always about. I hope for one, but I always have a backup in case something doesn't work. That's why I always start with the most difficult scenes in a video, and I don't start going a direction with anything unless I know that I have some way to do it, even if it's a bad way and it's going to take forever. If it's a way to do it, I'll go forward with it. But unless I have something like that, I don't go forward on a guess. Where if I guess wrong, I am screwed. I always have a backup, and in this case, I have a backup sometime. So, anyways, yeah,
The hat is consuming me.
it's a better look for you. So have a good week. See you guys on Friday. And okay,
Meow, meow.
and the Michael song. It's a cleaner Michael song because I edited it, so now it's better. It sounds exactly the same, but it's cleaner. But thank you all for hanging out with us. And
Goodbye. It's so bright out here.
this is the real world, Michael.
I miss Hat World.
Hat World is a pretty one. Is that where Derbyland is?
Derbyland's in Hat World.
It's in Hat World.
Yes. It's full of Hat World.
This is a great song. Top 5 easy. It is pretty good. It's gonna hit top charts. Top of the bottom anyway.
Top of the bottom, yeah. And Sunset, I have a Derpy beanie, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.